I know this is a late review. It came out July 3rd, but I never got to see it until like 10 minutes ago. So, here you go. The Lone Ranger. Alright guys, this movie stars Armie Hammer and Johnny Depp. And it's pretty much, well, it's not a remake, but it is. There's an old TV show called The Lone Ranger, and it's about a sheriff, a ranger kinda, and it's set in the old western time. And he meets his friend, meets a person named Indian, Tonto, and they go and do stuff, like save the day. So, here's the plot of this story. So I'm guessing this is, I never really watched the TV show. I've never really seen it, so I really don't know. But I'm guessing this like movie explains the TV show. Like this movie happened first, and then the TV show. All right, I won't lie. I've heard a lot of bad things about this movie. A lot. I really don't understand. So let's get the story out of the way. I'm not gonna spoil too much. So it's about Armie Hammer, and he really is like he's a lawyer, he's a lawyer, and he doesn't like guns or nothing like that, he doesn't like violence that much, but he is heading back to his hometown to become a ranger, I think, yeah, and he does, and on the train, he's on the train, on the way there, he meets Tonto, and there's a big shootout and everything, because there's a bad guy on board, and the bad guys come and rescue him, and then big train wreck and everything, and then, then the movie gets started. So then he becomes a ranger, and then something happens, and he dies, and then Tonto brings him back to life, and now he wants vengeance because he killed somebody. I don't want to spoil it, but he killed somebody, the ranger, and now he wants revenge. Alright, so that's the storyline, and I have to admit, the story's not that bad. See, in the whole movie you're thinking, oh, it's about revenge and vengeance and everything. But really, there's a little bit gold and everything into it. There's a little twist to it. There's more into the story, not just vengeance. Now, the story, I mean, you can already tell he saves the day. I mean, of course, it's a Disney movie. A Disney movie always does that. But to me, that's not a bad thing, because this movie is not bad. I've heard so many bad things about this movie. It's not a bad movie. It really is. So a lot of people talk about like Johnny Depp. He's Jack Sparrow again. No, he's not. He is an Indian, and come on, he plays a good Indian. Train go boom. He plays a good Indian. Armie Hammer. He plays a lawyer. He doesn't like guns. And then in the movie, he grows and grows into the Lone Ranger. In the ending, he's the Lone Ranger. I love that. How long he's growing into the Ranger. It's such a good... I'm not saying it's the best movie of the year. It's not the box office drop of the summer. No. This movie is not bad. This is a good action movie with... Of course, it has kiddish stuff in it. But it's a Disney movie, crying out loud. This is a good movie. So, all you haters out there, oh my gosh, deal with it. It is a good movie. The best scene in this movie is the ending when they played the theme song of the original show, and there's a huge action scene. It's probably the best scene in this whole movie. So yeah, that's all the good stuff. Now I do have to admit, there is a couple bad things. Let's get the main... I probably agree with everyone with this. This movie is way too long. It's 2 hours and 29 minutes. That's 16 minutes away from Dark Knight Rises. If this movie was like an hour and 58 minutes, or a 2 hour and 1 minute movie or something like that, it would have been a little bit... I mean, that wouldn't be a huge change, but it was a little more decent for this movie. But it was kind of way too long, and that was probably the biggest problem with this movie. It was way too long. And then there's only another problem. It did slow down, and it did get a little boring. It really did. I have to admit, I kind of really felt a little bored. But it picked right back up, and it gets interesting. It's really interesting to hear Tonto and everything. And the connection between Johnny Depp and Armie Hammer, people say it does not work. It worked in this movie. It really did. They both hate each other, Armie Hammer leaves Tonto in the sand with scorpions all next to him and everything. I mean, they hate each other, kind of. But then at the end, they start to like each other and everything. And there's some old catchphrases back in the original show. I owed silver away. That was in the movie. It's directed by Gore Verbinski. I know he can do a lot better. I mean, this is just a Disney movie, so if he was directing like an R movie, this would be like awesome. This is a Disney movie, it's PG-13. Is it worth seeing in theaters? No, not really, I have to admit. It wasn't worth seeing in theaters. So yeah, guys, everyone probably gives this movie like a 1 or something, or 2. This is my review. Go screw off, because this is my review. I'm giving it 4.5 out of 5. I mean, there was nothing really wrong with this movie. The main problem is it's too long. That's really the main problem. The boring part, I mean, I can get used to it because I'm interested in the story, but the huge problem is way too long. It's not better than Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's still a good movie. So, comment, subscribe, and I really hope you guys, I mean, some of you might agree with me, some of you might. I'm thinking a lot of people won't. People will disagree with me, but it's my review, and I like the movie. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was just a good, decent Disney movie. So yeah, guys, comment, subscribe, and I will check you out next movie review. Bye, guys.